Use your words.
I'm so thirsty.
I'm gonna play more piano. Don't put the earbud in the Coke.
I'll put it back.
Oh, Welcome back to my podcast today. Today we're talking about a big problem that is facing our nation today, and that is misinformation. Now, Mr. Information was a friend of mine. But this one woman caught his eye. You see, Mr. Information was a stud, a playboy, and he was walking downtown one day, and he went to his usual spot, a bar in downtown Informationville called La Bar. He walks in the way he usually does, said hi to the people he usually says hi to, and he sits down at the bar. Now you see, Mr. Information wasn't raised the way most people were raised. You see, his father died at a very young age, and his mother was a drug addict and a prostitute, doing tricks on the street for a little bit of money. So let's just say Mr. Information's view of love and femininity was not orthodox. So he would spoon and coddle and show love, or at least what he believed love to be, to a new woman every night in the same old, gross, repetitive way. But this particular night, March 17th, 1957.
1957.
A woman sits to the left of Mr. Information. She's stunning.
Hey.
Long blonde hair that curled at the end, peach skin, blue eyes, and a long red dress. Mr. Information turns and looks at the woman, asks her name.
Margaret.
Margaret, she says. What are you drinking? He asks her.
Diet Coke.
Mixed with anything? I'll take that as a no. He looks at the bartender and orders 2 Diet Cokes on the rocks for him and this woman, Margaret.
For me.
She accepts the drink. Just one, she says. Well, that just one Diet Coke eventually turned into 6 or 7. She couldn't remember. All that they know is that they woke up the next morning in Mr. Information's bed. Like usual, Information didn't remember anything about what happened the night before. But instead of his usual feeling of disgust and unenthusiasm about this woman, he was absolutely obsessed with her. Everything down to how the sun shined off of her hair.
This is a wig, by the way.
What? Oh. To how her eyelashes met the reds of her eyelids, all the way down to how the dress from last night seemed a little looser than it did the night before. Anyways, Margaret left, and
Wait.
Mr. Information.
Wait. Before you leave, would you like me to read your tarot card?
Yes.
Oh, most men don't actually say yes.
Margaret pulls out her tarot card set. They both sit down at the kitchen table.
Alright, take a seat.
Mr. Information never did this before. He's not the biggest fan of superstition, but
It's not fake.
there's something different about this girl than most.
Are you a Sagittarius? You seem like a Sagittarius.
He had no idea what that meant. For all he knows, that's an STD, but he says, if you want me to be a Sagittarius, I'll be a Sagittarius.
Okay.
Margaret opens the card deck.
The devil! It's the devil!
She lays out cards and tells Mr. Information his future.
You're gonna die!
Mr. Information is afraid. He doesn't know what Margaret means by this, but he doesn't take it seriously. All we know is that a few weeks later, at that same bar they met at, Mr. Information goes down on one knee and pops out the most beautiful ring and asks, Margaret, will you marry me?
Yes!
They have a beautiful wedding, a destination wedding on the beach. Everyone's invited. Mr. Information's friends all show up and Margaret's family's there. But there's something odd about her family. Something that kind of rubbed Information the wrong way, but he didn't think too much about it.
Some of my family members are on the spectrum. I hope that doesn't change anything or change the way you view me or my family or my values.
Mr. Information thinks for a second. It doesn't matter to me. You're the love of my life. The wedding reception was fantastic. Everyone laughing, dancing, eating, drinking. But something interesting happened. There's a trail of empty Diet Coke cans leading to the bathroom. Mr. Information sees this, follows it, one by one, by one, by one, by one, by one, opens the bathroom door. And who does he see but Margaret?
I forgot her name was Margaret.
With her own brother.
Wait, her own brother?
Her own brother. Doing no, it was Margaret and her brother. Martin. And they were
Wait, Margaret.
Margaret. And they were conspiring with each other. They didn't notice he walked in. He hid behind the bathroom stall and listened to their conversation as they talked about taking Information's money. They had a plot to kill Information on their honeymoon.
Wait, wrap the story up quick,
He calls the cops quick and he runs out of there. Margaret chases him, hunts him down. A stray bullet kills Mr. Information. And that's why Misinformation inherits his wealth and becomes the greatest threat to our nation.
That's a wrap. Please tell me it got all of that.
It'd be funny if it did not.
I would be pissed. Royally pissed.